Kunar province on Afghanistan's eastern border is as alluring to outsiders as it is unwelcoming. It's a key transit route for militants from Pakistan, confronted by Americans in some of the fiercest fighting of this 10-year war. This tiny outpost, Kop Purtle King, tests its mortars against an insurgency that they rarely see, but who frequently attack from all sides. Sometimes they watch the valley burn. Other times they reach out to build. This neighbour and ally against the Taliban, perhaps because they built this house on his land. While the Americans can build their way into the affections of these people, it's further south down the valley, frankly, the problems begin. The road pretty much impassable because of the insurgency. It was here the unit experienced its worst losses. A roadside bomb ripping through their armour, killing 4 soldiers. Lieutenant Ryan Peterson saw the blast that killed the men he led and loved.
When I walked up to it, there was a pair of legs like leaned out, like kind of crossed over, and like were hanging out of one of the doors. That's always stuck with me. That's like, if I ever think about it at night or dream about it, that's the first thing that comes in my head.
Private Seth Blevins began dying in his arms.
We were trying to pull Blevins up, and as we were pulling him out, because he was upside down, he was in my lap, and so that was when the whole smell was the most intense. That's probably the point that everything was the most intense, was when I was trying to hold him and make sure his head was stable, kind of like a child. I was just holding his head, trying to make sure he didn't hurt his neck anymore, and at that point he was still alive. I felt like he could at least maybe hear me a little bit and give him a little bit of encouragement that we were going to make sure he got out of there. He was a little old. I think he was 24. Can't even remember his birthday right now.
Death may become routine here, but grief does not. A memorial service for another loss nearby, and a pep talk from the general.
Nowhere else to go except look down at your great admirer. So?
But still growing disillusion at home in America, and a clear timetable for departure. Some glad it's ending.
My gut feeling right now is that it's good, that it's time to be done. I think that we've done as much as we can. We've done what we've done here. It's time to be done.
A few days after the losses here, the unit dropped $3 million worth of bombs in just 24 hours. That stopped the attacks for 5 days. The massive cost of this war, its blood, its treasure, that is speeding it to an end. Nick Payton-Walsh, CNN, Kunar, Afghanistan.